Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to part 4 of this 7-part series. Today we're gonna talk about condos and townhouses. Now, condos and townhouses, I would say do everything I told you in part 2, which is residential. However, I'm gonna give you kind of a little bit of a variant of it. So everything that I said in part 2, do. However, there's gonna be a little bit of a variation. So when you're dealing with a condo or a townhouse, you're dealing with a property that's attached to another property. So if it's a townhouse, it could be attached to only one property. It could be attached to 2 properties on both sides, 1 on each side, which is 2. If you're dealing with a condo, you could deal with a condo that's only attached to 1 on each side or just 1 behind you. Or you could literally have one on your right, your left, behind you, above you. You know, you could be literally talking about 4 units around you, right? So it's really different. Now, everybody has to start somewhere, right? You have to start building wealth somewhere, and you know, you got to start somewhere. So the best place to start is a condo or a townhouse. At least you're kind of able to get your feet wet. You're not renting, right? So you're going to do all the same things. You're going to get a maid. You don't need a landscaper because the HOA is going to take care of all the landscaping. Unless it's a townhouse, the HOA normally takes care of the front, but the seller takes care of the back, okay? So you might have to get a landscaper just for the back. Think about that before listing it. Remember, you want the best first impression possible. The only other thing other than part 2 that I would say for a condo and a townhouse would be try and notch it out. Try and make it look like it's not attached to 50 other units, right? People want privacy, but if the first picture is a wide angle lens of the carport and 15 cars, and that unit is just like a blip, a dot amongst a bunch of, you know, doors around it, that's the worst first impression possible. The first shot I would do is on a condo or a townhouse. Well, if it's a townhouse and you only have 1 on the side of you, I would really just kind of cut that other side out and make it look like it's 1 unit. Obviously, it's going to be attached and not detached. But you know, you want to try and make it seem like those units are really just by itself, right? So for a condo, the first shot I would do is I would do a shot of the living room or the kitchen, something that's really appealing. If the living room has a fireplace, you know, make sure it's done right. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. If it's small, you want to prep it the best you can. You know, if you have the couch, put the pillows nice, make sure you fold the blanket, things like that. Just do the best you can, right? But what you want to do is you want to make sure that the property seems like it's a standalone property, even though it's not. But the last thing you want to do is the first impression, again, is just to be, you know, an outside shot. You got 15 units around it, there's 15 cars, and there's people walking by. You don't want that. So try and make sure that your photos don't show the surrounding units. It's going to be more appealing and people are going to want to see it. More people are going to want to see it, right? As opposed to, man, this doesn't look like I really want to be there. But once they get there, it could be a nice quiet neighborhood. They can meet the neighbors. They could feel more comfortable. And again, everybody has to start somewhere. Townhouses or condos are usually a lower price point. So it's a good starter for somebody that's, you know, getting their first property, or an investor that just wants residual income. So I know this was a short video, but it's basically just a little bit of a variant off of part 2, residential. I hope this content helps you. For more content like this, make sure you subscribe, like, and follow, and I'll see you in the next one.